welcome back. I have my November haul today. It's a big chunk of light novels, manhwa and some manga. I think there's like an even kind of split between those three categories. Usually it is very, very heavy on the manga, but this month I got quite a lot of light novels, which I'm excited about. And I did pick up quite a bit of manhwa. So I normally start with the light novels, so I will share what I picked up. Okay, first up we have a One Piece novel, Heroines, Volume 1. I've seen Volume 2 is out as well. I was out shopping a few weeks ago and my partner needed an extra on the 3 for 2 and I wanted this, so I was really excited to pick it up. I think it's just a lot of like little short stories about each of the characters, like each of the female characters. Yeah, so in this first volume there is a Nami chapter, Robin, Vivi, Perona, and a bonus Nami chapter. And it also has this really cute like little coloured pull-out poster thing, which is double-sided in the front. I assume there's one of those in volume 2 as well. It's not huge, but I thought it might just be a fun little read, so that's why I wanted to get that one. This next one I picked up on recommendation. I got this one secondhand on Vinted and it is Your Former, the light novel. I don't really know a lot about this, but I have had it like heavily recommended and I really do want to give it a try, so I just picked up the first volume of that. Next light novel we have volume 7 of The Apothecary Diaries, and I haven't read this one yet. I usually read these pretty much as soon as they arrive, but I was already in the middle of reading a different light novel and then I'm trying to read manga in between, so this is definitely like on the list for next, but I kind of want to read this next. I just haven't got enough time. But as always, super excited to read more Apothecary Diaries. The light novels have these lovely like colour pages at the front with like images from the book and kind of text that's in the story to come. So they are really, really nice. And there are illustrations throughout as well. Not too many in this one, it doesn't look like, but yeah, so really excited to get into this one. This next one is probably the most anticipated light novel of the year, and that is volume 2 of Under the Oak Tree. This is such a beautiful series and it is so nicely, it's been so nicely printed. I don't know if it's easy to get the sprayed edges. This was a pre-order and I think they were for pre-order, but I'm sure you can pick these up in store with the sprayed edges as well if you're looking to collect those. Really looking forward to getting back to this series. I just love it so much. And the next 4 are all from the same series. They are Raven of the Inner Palace. So I picked up a couple of volumes last month. I got 1, 5 and 6. I got 5 and 6 half price. So I picked up the rest of the novels in the series. So I got 2, 3, 4 and 7. I have read volume 2 already. I'll show you the covers. So this volume 2 is covered in the anime. There's like an anime with, I want to say like 13 episodes, which is kind of a random number. So the rest of the series now will be new to me because I did watch the anime alongside reading the light novels. And volume 7, so pretty. I've really, really enjoyed this series. It's got like a supernatural element to it. There's mystery, palace politics. It's just really, really interesting and I'm so glad I picked it up. Okay, that's it for the light novels, I think. Moving on to some manga. So I actually felt like I'd done really well not spending a lot of money in November, and I don't think I did pick up too much. Most of the stuff was pre-orders, so that doesn't count in my mind anyway. So first up we have Nakamura-san, The Uninvited Gyaru Volume 4. This is like a cute silly series and I am really enjoying it. It does have like, Nakamura-san has like kind of Marin vibes sometimes, and I love that about her. I think that's why I like this series. I like this character. It is a different kind of story to My Dress Up Darling, but she gives me those Marin vibes, and I think that's why I really like this series. Next we have Kowloon Generic Romance Volume 10. You know, I read this straight away. Do I know what's going on in this series? I feel like after this volume there is a bit more of a clear picture about this story. Don't know where it's gonna go. Still don't really, yeah, I'm still like a bit confused about the whole thing, but I really enjoy it. The art is just lovely. Let's see if I can find something. I don't even want to flick through and show anything because it can be so spoilery, but I just love the little details, and yeah, this was good. Some questions, I feel like some questions were answered, but then you just have more questions after that, and that's this series. There are only 11 volumes out in Japan so far, and I think we're getting volume 11 in, I want to say like April or May next year. Ages away. And it is a very good series to binge, so I'm probably going to reread it all again before then so that I remember, because there's never like a recap. There is, I think it was in the first chapter, there was a tiny little recap in this volume which we never get, just for one of the characters though, and it did kind of refresh my memory, because most of the time when I pick up these volumes I've waited 6 months and I'm like, what is happening? So I did like that this volume had that, so that was good. Another pre-order, I got Takahashi from the Bike Shop Volume 3. Look how cute this cover is. I like this. This arrived like beginning of the month, and it's like, I like that it's like all warm oranges and things, and it was like autumn when it came. I read this one straight away as well. Just more cute developments with the relationship and a little bit of conflict with them as well, so that was nice to see. Not everything's like perfect. And just a lot of character growth. Really love this series. I was kind of initially not sure about the art style, but you sort of can see past it once you start reading. I feel like it's definitely worth reading. I think actually most of the rest of these are pre-orders that I have to share. So Springstorm and Monster Volume 4. I love this mangaka, and this is not my favourite series, but I do really like it. So I was excited when this arrived, and I read it pretty much straight away. More, I don't know if we are meant to root for him and his new stepsister. They're not related in any way. But then there is another guy kind of come into the picture, and I don't really like love triangles. But he's really nice, and she's really nice, and this guy is a monster. But he's a very lovable monster, and yeah, I'm interested to see where this goes. I think I have pre-ordered Volume 5. There's maybe 7 or 8 volumes of this out in Japan, so we're not totally caught up yet, but the releases for these series are very slow. Why? And same mangaka. This one, I can't really pick a favourite. This is Cheeky Brat, and can we just take a moment to appreciate how enormous this volume is? I haven't read this because it literally just arrived yesterday. I'm gonna check if there's like a side story at the end or something. There is. Oh my gosh, it's got a special booklet. It's got a special booklet at the back, which is why it's so long. We've got a lovely colour page. Hello. And what is this? It's just an extra story, bonus manga, extra story, bonus manga. Okay. It looks really good. I've just flipped through the bonus and very excited to get to that bit. Yeah, so just in comparison to a normal volume, this arrived and I was like, whoa. Very thick volume. So that's volume 15 of Cheeky Brat. 8 volumes to go. So that's probably another two to 3 years until that one's complete. Okay, next up we have Colette Decides to Die Volume 5. More like really cute content in this volume. It's like the slowest burn. I feel like it's the slowest burn, even though it's only the 5th, technically 10th volume. I want more between Hades and Colette, but I realise they're not going to give us that at this stage in the series. We are now officially over halfway. The next volume takes us over halfway. I love this. It's adorable, it's fun, it's really like light, easy to read, and just cute. And there's an adorable otter character that features quite a lot in this volume, which I really enjoyed. And next we have Yona of the Dawn Volume 45, and it is the slimmest volume so far, I think, but love the Zeno cover. I've checked, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think this series is complete at 47 volumes. I'm pretty sure the last chapter is out early December, and that makes 47 volumes in Japan, so only 2 more until we are complete. I can't really think about it. It's a series that I've read more than once and will read, I hope, many, many more times. I'm not sure what to do about that, if I should wait and do like a full binge once the rest of the volumes are out. I know it's quite long, but I feel like you just fly through this series because you just can't put it down. It's so good. Yeah, but I'm very sad at how thin this volume is. Let's compare it. Ooh. Compared to a normal volume, it looks pretty sad. Compare it to this chunky volume, and that is really depressing. So yeah, just 2 more of those volumes to go. So I would hope that we have that complete by like the summer next year. I mean, before then, really, but again, they're quite slow at releasing these things. Speaking of slow releasing, new volume of Tsubakicho Lonely Planet, volume 11. So only 3 more volumes now for this series. Again, super cute volume. I really liked the development towards the end of this volume. I feel like it took a little while because quite a lot happened in the last volume when it came to like their relationship, and then it kind of just nothing really happened for a little bit, and then by the end of this volume I was like, yes, we're finally getting somewhere, and then it ended. And it was actually really funny, the ending, so I need the next one, which I haven't, it's not available for pre-order yet. It'll probably be another 3 months before that comes out at least. And okay, next up we have The Long Summer of August 31, volume 3. This is another like really quite fun series. These two kids are repeating the same day, the last day of August, over and over and over again, and they meet up every day. They kind of want to break the cycle, they want to break the loop, but they're getting to know each other and they're starting to like each other. They get into like some kind of funny situations, and they're now trying to really change how each day turns out, like do totally different things, which is this volume was really good, and yeah, looking forward again to more of this. And I think this is the last pre-order of manga anyway. Got Hirayatsumi volume 7, and again, I read this as soon as it arrived. I think this is the most I've ever read of a haul before I've actually filmed a video. I love this series. It is so just beautiful. Can I just share? Like, it's not really spoilery because they don't do a lot. All they do, they just live in their best lives. I just love it. The art, the characters, everything about it is just beautiful. Highly recommend this series. And again, like, I just need more. I need it now. I feel like the volumes have come out quite quickly, but I don't know if we've caught up, and then it's going to be a long wait. This next one I did pre-order, but it is not a new volume. It is, they released a exclusive cover of Witch Hat Atelier Volume 1, and I bought it from Waterstones. I don't know if they've released this like worldwide or if this is just for Waterstones, this cover, but it is absolutely beautiful and I do love this series, so I wanted to pick it up. It has got a very ugly sticker that I'm going to have to try and get off. This, however, is not a sticker. This is part of the cover. I don't really like when they do that. I have seen that they are doing like hardback 3-in-1s of this series and they look really nice. And I'm a little bit torn because I kind of want those, but I don't want to double dip for this series, so I'm going to have to really think about what I'm going to do there. Okay, and these next two I picked up secondhand, so kind of random pickups. I got Correspondence from the End of the Universe, volumes 1 and 2. This manga is something that I've seen a couple of times and kind of wanted to pick up, but I think it's 7 Cs, so it's probably about £13 a volume, which I didn't want to pay, and I got them for £4 each, so I thought I would give this one a try. I have seen a few people read it and say they enjoyed it. I think it is still ongoing, but I thought 2 volumes is a good amount to try. And this one I also picked up secondhand, and I may regret this because the rest of the volumes are very hard to find. It is a sealed old BL yaoi volume, and it is called I've Seen It All, Volume 1. I do have so many of these like old BL series, and I know they are hard to complete now. If I can find the rest of the volumes, I think there's only 2. I think there's only 3 volumes in the series, so only 2 more volumes to get. If I can find them, I will. Because I read most of these online back when I was young, and I would like to collect them if I can. So this was £5. I've had a look online and like most people are reselling them for like £50 a volume, which I don't want to pay, but because it was only 5, I thought I'm going to pick it up, and it was still sealed, so I just felt like it was a really good deal. Okay, the rest of this is all manhwa. So these next few were also pre-orders, I think. I got The Broken Ring, which is published by Inklaw, and whoa, this was really good. It was kind of a lot darker than I expected as well. I didn't know what the story was about. I see these things and I think, I like the look of this, I'm gonna give it a go. And I would definitely recommend this. It was really, really good. This woman is reborn as herself, or she kind of goes back so she can redo certain parts of her life. And yeah, it was dark, but it was really, really interesting. I think I actually cried while I was reading this one. I definitely will be picking up more. Really, really excited to have this one. This next one is Winter Wolf, which was also super dark actually. This one, it's one of these things, I don't know why I care about this. This one's printed on like proper paper. This is like glossy paper. This is like paper, colour on paper. Kind of a non-spoilery page. It is full colour and it was really good. I liked this one is mature. This one is teen. Yes, this one definitely was mature and I liked it. And the dark element to this was the fact that this woman is being kind of hunted down, but also she goes to this guy who's in this like abandoned mansion and it's like creepy. And he says it's haunted and it feels haunted. I was a bit like, ooh, while I was reading it. There's a bit of violence and it's quite gory, and then there's like steamy scenes which were very good. I definitely would like to read some more of this. Initially I was like, am I enjoying this? And then I was like, yeah, I'm really enjoying this. So yeah, that was a very good read this month. And a couple more. So I picked this one up secondhand on Vinted. I've tried not to buy much recently, but I did get a few things this month. I got volume 2 of Here You Are. I always look for this when I go shopping. It never seems to be available online when I'm looking for it, and then it's never in store when I find it. And volume 1 I know was about £20. I got this for 10 secondhand. I don't even know if it's been read. It's in immaculate condition, so I was really pleased. I know volume 3 is already out, but I'm trying to do like just one volume at a time, with series that I aren't like top priority series. But I did really enjoy volume 1, so I'm excited that I got this for a good price and plan to read this one soon. And the last couple of things I picked up in store, this is probably the only things I got actually physically went shopping for. Everything in Traveling Man is 3 for 2 now, which is really bad because that means you have to buy at least 3 things, and I ended up buying 6. So I got volumes 2, 3 and 4 of My Secretly Hot Husband, the manhwa. So I read volume 1. I read volume 1 at the beginning of this month because I've had it for ages and hadn't read it, and I was like, I'm trying to make a dent in the TBR. I was kind of unsure about this one. I think I did enjoy it enough because I picked up more volumes. I thought I'm going to give this one a bit more of a chance. It was good. There were parts of it that I was like, I'm not sure if I get this. This is the fantasy world that she's been isekai to, and there's like monsters. There's also like things from the real world can slip through into this fantasy world, so they kind of stand out, which at first I was like, is this a bit stupid? But actually the story is pretty good. Her husband has to wear this mask and he thinks he's hideous, but he's actually super hot. I mean, spoiler, but it is literally the title. He is super hot. Here he is. And she's not allowed to tell him that he's not ugly. Some kind of curse or something. I can't remember the details. I've read volume 2 and I'm planning to read 3 and 4. Kind of this week I've been going through them. I did enjoy this. I don't know if I loved it, but I did enjoy it. Whereas I also read volume 1 of I Tamed My Ex-Husband's Mad Dog. I read that at the same time as volume 1 of My Secretly Hot Husband, and I really, really liked it. So I also picked up volumes 2, 3 and 4 of this series, and I read all of these volumes in a day because I really, really like this series. This one has got a little bit more depth to the characters maybe, and I like the story better. This woman is from a fantasy world and she is, I don't know what it's called, she reincarnated. She goes back to when she was younger and she changes how her life pans out. And I really like the intensity between her and the mad dog. It's really, really good. At first it starts off with him as a child. She's not that much older than him, but he is like a child. But then he is obviously now become a man. She's a bit older. I think it's okay that I want that to happen. There's a lot of mystery, like what is going on. There was quite a big like twist revealed, I think in volume 3 or 4, which got me really anxiously needing the next volume, and now I'm gonna have to wait. I checked online and I can't figure out how many volumes there's gonna be because it's a webtoon. They don't do chapters the same as they print the chapters in the book. So I'm gonna have to wait and find out, but I'm hoping it's not gonna be super long because I really want to read the rest of it, like to the point where I might go online and pay to read the rest of it online. Highly recommend this one. Really liked it. Did like the other one, but I preferred this one. And the best was the broken ring, but there was only one of them so far. So I feel like I had a really good month with pickups this month, and I've done a really good job of trying to keep on top of the TBR, like the new releases, as I have read most of them as they've arrived. The light novels obviously are going to take me longer to get through. I do have a few other things to share that I personally didn't pick up, but my friend Charlie's just been to Japan and she got me some gifts, which she was very, very generous, very kind. I didn't expect her to get me anything, so I thought I would just share those. So she got a couple of gacha, and this one is a Dragon Ball keyring, which is super cute. And it's got one of the Japanese covers. There was a set, I think there was like 8 in this set to collect. And she also got me this Powerpuff Girls one, and I ended up getting, I don't know if she planned this or if she checked, but I got Buttercup and she is my favourite. So there was a Buttercup, a Blossom and a Bubbles, and then there was like the whole gang, and there was a Mojo Jojo one. They all looked really cute, but I'm so excited that I got this one because Buttercup was my favourite and green is my favourite colour. She also got me this super cute acrylic. It's of My Happy Marriage. It has like a key chain in the corner, but it's like a plate. I definitely don't want to attach this to anything because I don't want it to get broken. I'm going to just display it on my shelf with my Happy Marriage stuff. I absolutely love this. We have been reading, well, we did read one of the light novels together. She's probably much further ahead than me now though. And she also got me this super beautiful Rangetsu acrylic from The King's Beast. I think this is like the tallest acrylic I've got. It's really beautiful. I love this series so much. So I'm really excited to have that merch. And she also got me the Nana, I don't know if this is the fan book, art book, or a combination of both. But this has got some really nice illustrations. Obviously there's some text I can't read in there, character designs, and just general like info about the series. So that's super exciting to add to the collection. And finally, this I did ask her to look for, but I didn't actually know if she was going to get, was going to be able to pick it up. It's a volume 7 of Love That's an Understatement, which I have been absolutely obsessed with. Volume 7 came with this premium fan book, which is basically just like a little art booklet. It is pretty small, but it's got beautiful colour illustrations throughout. Try not to spoil it all. And then there is like an extra chapter, but it's all like pastel ombre, I don't know what that's called. It's so beautiful. So I am so excited to have this because honestly, this has been one of my favourite new shoujo series that I've read this year. And yeah, I absolutely love this. So thank you very much, Charlie, for all of those. So that is pretty much everything I picked up this month. All of the pre-orders I picked up on Sci-Fi, and you can also get 5% off at Sci-Fi if you use code Dragon Ball Zoe. Anyway, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!